It's all about size because today I'm counting down the top 10 biggest Royal Caribbean cruise ships up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and today I've got a look at the biggest Royal Caribbean cruise ships out there. Not only are these the biggest in Royal Caribbean's fleet, but many rank among the biggest cruise ships in the entire world. Royal Caribbean has held the distinction of having the largest cruise ships in the world for quite a few years now, so I wanted to share which ships rank among the biggest in their fleet and what makes them stand out. Now, our rankings are based on something called gross tonnage, which is basically a measurement of a cruise ship's overall internal volume. Don't confuse gross tonnage with the actual mass or weight of the ship. All right, let's start off with number one, Symphony of the Seas, coming in at 228,081 gross tons. It is the largest cruise ship in the world, an Oasis-class ship, and she's got everything: Flowrider, Ultimate Abyss, water slides, Playmaker, Sports Bar and Arcade, Ultimate Family Suite. I mean, it's just everything Royal Caribbean has in one ship. Number two is her sister ship, Harmony of the Seas, coming in at a mere 226,963 gross tons. Harmony debuted in 2016 and is sister to Symphony and the next two ships as well, and has quite a bit as well, including the Ultimate Abyss, water slides, shows in the Aqua Theater. You've got, of course, Broadway shows on board, the Bionic Bar. Plenty to do on that impressive ship. In fact, it is my favorite Royal Caribbean ship. Coming in at number three is a tie between Allure of the Seas and Oasis of the Seas. Yes, they both have the same exact gross tonnage, 225,282 gross tons. Of course, Oasis of the Seas just got a massive upgrade in 2019, and Allure's turn is coming up this year, in fact, where she'll be getting some new upgrades, including water slides, new Giovanni's Table kitchen, and a lot more. So really fun ships, and you really can't go wrong with either of these. Number five, Spectrum of the Sea. Spectrum is now at 169,379 gross tons. Spectrum of the Seas is right now, today, the only Quantum Ultra class Royal Caribbean cruise ship, which, among other things, basically means it's a little bit longer and bigger Quantum class ship. At number six, we have a three-way tie between Quantum of the Seas, Anthem of the Seas, and Ovation of the Seas. You know, with the Oasis class always outdoing each other one by one with a little bit being bigger, well, the Quantum class Royal Caribbean just did the copy and paste job here, because each of these comes in at 168,666 gross tons. These ships are all over the world and offer a variety of different experiences, best known probably for what you see on top of the ship, the North Star, which is an observational pod that can take you up to 300 feet above the ocean for fantastic views all around you. Next up on our list is another tie. Liberty of the Seas, Independence of the Seas, and Freedom of the Seas, the Freedom class ships, all coming in at 154,407 gross tons. And while these are sister ships, the differences between them have been growing and growing and growing. Liberty of the Seas has a tidal wave water slide and is getting a royal amplification. Next year, you've got Independence of the Seas, which had her amplification. In fact, she was the first royal amplified ship to debut, and she has the sky pad, some great dining on board, and water slides. And Freedom of the Seas is actually in dry dock as we speak, although in a matter of days she'll be returning to service, and she's going to be offering a number of new changes as well. In fact, she'll be the first ship to offer the new Giovanni's Table Italian kitchen. As we move towards the bottom of the list, we're moving to the Voyager class. Coming in at number 8 is Navigator of the Seas at 139,999 gross tons. You've got Mariner of the Seas at 139,863 gross tons, and then finally Explorer of the Seas at 137,308 gross tons. As you can see, they're very close to each other, but unlike the Quantum class and some of the first two Oasis class ships, they weren't just carbon copied. There's a little bit of variation between them. Now, this list is accurate as of early 2020, but we all know Royal Caribbean has quite a few ships on order. So how will that impact this list? Now, all future cruise ships don't have exact specifics in terms of size out yet. We have to wait for them to actually debut for that, but we can make some estimates. So let's start with beginning later this year, Odyssey of the Seas will debut, and she's going to be a Quantum Ultra class ship similar to Spectrum of the Seas. Odyssey of the Seas should come in at around 169,000 gross tons, which will be either right above or below Spectrum of the Seas at number 5 on our list. Next is Wonder of the Seas in 2020. She's another Oasis class ship, and whenever a new Oasis class ship comes out, Royal Caribbean usually makes her just a smidge bigger than her predecessor. So my expectation is Wonder of the Seas will take over the number 1 spot. In 2022, we get the first vessel in Royal Caribbean's brand new Icon class. Icon of the Seas, or at least that's what we think the name is going to be, has so few details that are publicly available about it, but it should be around 200,000 gross tons. That would make it smaller than any of the Oasis class ships, but larger than the Quantum Ultra class. So theoretically, the Icon class should be the 6th largest cruise ship when she debuts. And if you really want to fast forward, let's go all the way to 2023, because that's when a 6th Oasis class cruise ship will debut, which very well could become the new largest cruise ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet and maybe even the world. So there you have a look at the top 10 biggest Royal Caribbean cruise ships today and in the future. So now you can impress your friends and family with these stats as you casually push your glasses up on your nose. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on your notifications so that way YouTube lets you know when we have a brand new top 10 video to share with you. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and we'll talk again real soon.